Today we have our persuasive speech. Right here we have my mom, Sherry and Mary Ellen, my grandparents and my brother, Bailey and Jazz. For the rest of it, my mom will be recording it. To start off, I would like to show you guys a picture, and I want you to tell me what you feel when you see it. I'll get closer for you guys. Do you guys feel happy or put a smile on your face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Cute.
Jazz?
Cute.
I agree. Well, let's continue on with the story. It's a nice sunny day out, and you decide to take your dog out for a walk in the neighborhood. As you're walking, your dog sees the dreaded squirrel. Oh my Lord, does he start pulling and tugging? And all the while, you can basically hear him thinking, oh please, oh please, oh please, let me go get that darn squirrel. And while this may irritate you at first, it always puts a smile on your face. Today, I'm going to convince you that getting a dog will significantly benefit you in your life, physically and mentally. While people without pets will say that they can be expensive and messy, I think that once you have a pet that loves you unconditionally, these things become insignificant, as what you get back is priceless. One benefit you receive is it gets you more active, whether that be tossing a tennis ball in the park, a stroll down the street. All this gets you moving, which burns calories, gets your heart rate up, and as you all know, releases endorphins. Endorphins, while their main purpose is to reduce the perception of pain in the body, also triggers a positive feeling, similar to that of morphine. This feeling can lead to happiness, a reduction in anxiety, stress, and depression, while improving sleep, because a tired body is a tired mind. In addition to these commonly known effects, WebMD states that being active can also strengthen your heart, increase energy levels, and even lower blood pressure. And while you can exercise without owning a dog, Coca-Cola Company did a research that shows that dog owners are 79% more likely to exercise than people without dogs. Of that 79%, 46 stated that they walk longer than they would if they didn't have a dog. Another benefit, they increase our social connections. Animals are natural conversation starters. A research done by Psychology Today, people are 56% more likely to say hello or even strike up a conversation if you have that fluffy buddy next to you.
Mm-hmm.
While this seems insignificant at the time, these brief exchanges will leave you feeling less isolated and more in sync with your community. What you may not know is that people are hardwired, as Alec Nicolan states in Psychology Today, to feel better when they are connected to other people. One more benefit, your life becomes more structured. Going for the daily walks, establishing eating routines, and scheduling bedtimes all create a more structured life for you and your pet. All these mundane tasks allow us to create order in our normally chaotic lives and allow us a purpose as well. UCLA research states that when you have order and purpose, people are 68% more likely to feel happier and be more productive. The last benefit I'll touch on today is you become more responsible and empathetic. Do you remember when you were a child and so desperately wanted that dog? This may have been because everyone else had one, or you just wanted that fluffy companion. Personally, when I was growing up, I so desperately wanted a dog. And when I finally got her, I was crazy about her. I'd take her for walks, I'd feed her every day, I'd train her. I couldn't imagine not growing up with a dog. When you get a dog, you are charged with the responsibility of another animal. Like me, you must feed him daily, clean up after him, exercise him, make sure he's all around healthy. Pat Miller, in her Akita Rescue Group website, stated that getting a dog for a child is a trick parents do to get them more responsible and to develop empathy. This is because children are more perspective to other feelings that adults are. If you install this feeling in a child when they are growing up, this leads to adulthood and they're being more empathetic throughout their life. Now that you know the benefits, let's talk about the actions you can take to receive them. If you're not looking to keep a dog full-time, there's always fostering. Don't let the fact that you can keep an animal for years on end stand in your way. Think about it. You would get a puppy for around 2 months and train them to be the best dogs possible during that time. You wouldn't have to keep them if you didn't like the breed, or the drooling, or the shedding, but you could change a dog's life forever. Another option would be adoption, and I know that rhymes. For those who are looking to get a dog but don't want that puppy stage, don't worry, I don't blame you. Puppies can be a hassle sometimes, but this option's for you then. The National Animal Interest Alliance states that over 6 million dogs go into shelters every year. While this number is going down, there are still so many dogs that need good homes. You could be one of those homes. While typically 3 of those 6 million are adopted each year, that still leaves half animals to be euthanized. Now, I'm not saying go adopt them all, but if you could take even one, you would have saved that animal's life. You should feel happy about that. To close out, I hope that I was able to convince you that not having a dog would leave you having something missing in your life. By getting one, you'd be happier, less stressed, more responsible, and more active, leading to the best possible life for you. As Roger Carr stated, dogs are not our whole lives, but they make our lives whole. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Nice job.
Thank you. Are there any questions or critiques that I could do better for my next presentation?
You stumbled over your words frequently.
All right, thank you for that.
You relied too much on the paper.
Thank you.
I think you quoted your sources very well through the speech, and I was the same as you were as a kid. I always wanted a dog following me around, and I think that you fulfilled your purpose. Your specific purpose was to convince us that a dog would be good for us. I think it'd be good for me with the reasons that you provided.
Thank you. Any other recommendations or critiques over here?
Oh, me? I thought it was well thought out.
Yeah.
I would speak a little louder
Okay.
if I were you.
All right.
Especially if you're in a bigger audience that's further back, they might have a hard time hearing you.
Okay.
That would be my only critique.
All right.
You had great
Well,
eye
that
contact, and you constantly scanned the room, which I thought was really good. And I know you have in you more persuasion, so I think that you were probably either nervous or trying to memorize what you were talking about, but the persuasiveness could have been stronger if you felt maybe more comfortable.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining and listening to me. All right.
Good point.